Think about the customer your bank prizes above all others. You're probably picturing a millionaire with a massive portfolio, but wealthy people barely interact with retail checking accounts. Your bank doesn't actually want you rich, but they don't want you completely broke either, because broke people can't pay. They want you right in the middle, productive enough to earn a paycheck, but stretched enough to constantly need them. Internally, they call this a high-engagement customer. A 2023 Federal Reserve working paper classifies American households along a strict spectrum from financially fragile to financially resilient. The cutoff the economists use to separate those two groups isn't a six-figure salary. It is exactly $20,000 in liquid savings. Once you fall below this line, the bank's internal model switches from providing services to extracting revenue. For everyone under $20,000, the institution's systems are structurally and algorithmically optimized to capture every dollar of your financial vulnerability. The machine operates in 5 layers. First is the transaction ordering algorithm. When your account goes negative, some banks deliberately process your largest transactions first. This triggers the absolute maximum number of overdraft fees on smaller items. Wells Fargo paid a $1.4 billion settlement for doing exactly this, because the math was more profitable. Layer 2 is credit card interest. Without a savings buffer, plastic becomes your default emergency fund. A broken radiator or an unexpected dental bill gets absorbed. The balance rolls over and you start paying 24% interest. The industry literally calls people who pay off their balances every month deadbeats because they refuse to generate this revenue. Layer 3 involves account maintenance fees. These are calibrated to hit exactly when your balance dips below a minimum threshold because of an irregular paycheck or a sudden expense. The bank extracts $15 right at the moment you can least afford it. The 4th layer is the desperation premium on borrowing. This chart compares a standard auto loan rate against a higher desperation rate. Lenders price your vulnerability into the offer. Over a 60-month loan, adding 2 percentage points costs you roughly $1,600 extra. That is an invisible tax on your weak negotiating position. The final layer never appears on a bank statement, the psychological tax. Researchers at Harvard and Princeton found that chronic financial stress impairs cognitive function by the equivalent of 13 IQ points. That's worse than going a full night without sleep. The financial companies extracting this money didn't cause your stress, but they know it reduces your mental bandwidth to compare options or walk away from bad deals, and they price products to capture the fallout. To understand how this system sustains itself, look at overdraft protection. Before a 2010 Federal Reserve rule change, banks defaulted hundreds of millions of accounts into this service without asking. Now you have to affirmatively opt in, and the industry lobbies hard to frame this as protecting consumer choice. But here is what that product actually does. It takes an inconvenient card decline, which costs you $0, and converts it into a completed transaction that costs a $35 fee. That fee is diverted entirely away from your savings. The math traps you in a perfect loop. The product, designed to extract maximum revenue from financially stressed people, is also the primary mechanism preventing them from saving the $20,000 required to escape the fees. Reaching that $20,000 mark physically breaks the algorithm. Your credit utilization drops because you aren't floating expenses between paychecks. Your credit score rises, letting you refinance auto loans. You can switch to a high-deductible insurance plan, instantly lowering your monthly premiums. The system loses its grip on you. But the real shift happens in your leverage. Behavioral economists call this outside option value. Having a buffer changes how you negotiate every single financial relationship in your life. When you have 3 to 4 months of runway, your threat to walk away from a bad deal is actually credible. Landlords, employers, and lenders can sense your lack of desperation. You speak differently, you hold your silence differently, and they read that posture and adjust their offers. Think about the terrible terms people accept when they need a car by Monday to keep their job. When the clock is running, you take what you are given. Having $20,000 removes the time-sensitive urgency that forces you to make expensive, rushed decisions. Crossing the $20,000 threshold represents the mathematical tipping point, where you stop being a captive audience and become an independent agent. The extraction algorithms permanently lose their only entry point into your life. A former bank manager named Derek once oversaw a location that looked terribly unremarkable on internal performance metrics. His customers had higher savings balances and rarely triggered the high-margin overdraft fees the bank prizes. But when regulatory pressure forced major banks to pivot away from relying on overdraft revenue, the internal math flipped. Derek's resilient, over $20,000 customers proved to have a vastly superior lifetime value. They opened investment accounts and mortgages, proving the long-term franchise value always lived with the people who had crossed the threshold. To break free, you need to do 3 things. First, calculate your personal bank extraction rate. Pull your last 12 months of statements and add up every maintenance fee, overdraft charge, and dollar of credit card interest. Look hard at that number, because that is the exact cost of your financial vulnerability. Second, open a high-yield savings account at a completely different institution than your checking account. You need a different app and a separate login. A 2-day transfer window creates the psychological friction necessary to prevent an impulsive withdrawal when you're stressed. The financial industry profits by convincing you that wealth accumulation requires complex strategies, active management, and expensive advice. But the most powerful financial move you can make is incredibly simple. Build a $20,000 bridge, cross it exactly once, and leave their toll road behind forever.